Donald Trump is going to make an announcement about Canada in the next couple of days. And everyone is on their toes, listening, forecasting. What is he going to say about Canada? What will he call out about Canada, right? Okay, so here it goes, guys. So you guys know we've been being taxed to death. We're being taken over by migrants. Our socialized medicine has collapsed. Everything's been happening. Go ahead and go back and watch. And brain drain, and a lot of skilled workers are leaving for the U.S. Go ahead and look at a lot of videos that we've been making for the last 15 years forecasting this. Anyway, so what is he going to do? I think he's going to call out. Well, he's going to go into a few things. So he'll start out by calling out the globalist control of Canada. He's going to go into that more, and basically saying, he's basically going to say, in quotes, he's going to say, Canada isn't being run by Canadians anymore. It's being run by bankers, globalists, and selected elites. I think he's going to say that line. And then he's going to propose a U.S.-Canada realignment or bold integration. So, again, maybe he may discuss that that whole North American Union we've been talking about, that we've been talking about for years now on the channel, Amero, right? Unifying the two countries and creating a strong dollar. Now, the whole thing about the Amero was, I made these Amero videos like 10, 15 years ago, because North America needed some sort of hedge against the BRICS nations. Because when Dilma Rousseff, the president of Brazil, announced 10, 15 years ago that they're going to have a unified currency called BRICS. And I started thinking, well, we need some sort of North American, right, unification to have a stronger currency if they want to hedge against the BRICS, right? And I think he's going to go into slamming the Trudeau legacy, of course. And he's going to go, and I quote, he's going to say, Carney's just Trudeau in a better suit with fewer votes. He's going to say that. I'm getting pretty bold here, folks. Pretty bold. And he's going to be encouraging Canadian patriots to rise up. Canada needs its own strong backbone Canadian leader, grassroots. And the elites will be shaking in their boots. And there may be a protection offer. Okay, so these are all the points. So he's going to go into... So first point will be... he'll be calling out Canada out in the globalist control of Canada. Canada's not being run by Canadians anymore. It's being run by bankers, globalists, and unelected elites. Number two, he's going to be proposing U.S.-Canada realignment for bold economic integration, maybe a whole different, more bigger than NAFTA, something that's going to actually help the people out as opposed to helping big corporations. He's going to be slamming the Trudeau legacy, and he's going to say, in quotes, Carney's just Trudeau in a better suit with fewer votes. And he's going to be encouraging Canadian patriots to rise up. Canada needs its own leader with a true backbone that's going to take Canada into the future. And then he's going to hint towards a protection offer. Now, I think it may boil down to, I made a video 2 years, 11 months ago called, America, Please Help Displaced Europeans in Canada. Trump may offer something for the European expansion. I have a feeling like true European expansion families that have come over to Canada to build the banks, to build the roads. But we don't get to work at the banks because they get a Chinese national or a Hindu works at the bank. They fly them all the way over here if they have to, but they don't hire locals, right? So I have a feeling that video, you guys could look it up, America, Please Help Displaced European Canadians, because in that video I was talking about the economic desperation, cultural identity crisis, globalist betrayal, and hope for realignment under liberty. Now, that ties into the other video we made where we read that document to you guys where if you're white, you're out type of thing in Canada, where they were phasing in the removal of the European expansion that built Canada. The Irish, the Portuguese, the Italians, the Greeks, and the Dutch, whoever came over here to build this country, are being now been for years completely displaced. I still remember living in the city of Toronto back in 1997, 1998. There was a few small protests saying my dad, of the Europeans, were protesting. I think it was in Queen's Park too. My dad built the bank, but I can't work at the bank. Why? So again, they're using us because they need someone to put something together that's going to last. Now, Trump may make it easy or make some sort of a visa or something for allow Canadians or Canadians with some sort of a skill or a trade or something, not even a skill, like they want to come down and work hard and actually work the 9 to 5 or do something in the fast food industry or work in, entrepreneurship, because America is the land of opportunity. It totally is. There's an incredible amount of opportunity in America. There's a lot of less red tape than there is because I lived in both countries. I know. I even lived in Mexico for 2 years. So I think he's going to introduce something to allow Canadians to get something done if they want to, or something's going to be done for European expansion Canadians to go down to the United States if they want to come down and make a difference and be part of the union, right? Or be part of something bigger, because there's a lot more opportunity in the United States, right? So that's what I wanted to say right there. But I already have tried to live in the United States. I already have done everything by the book, right? I had to make sure I wasn't stealing an American's job. I had to run ads for 6 months. I had to make sure I think it was 31 or 32,000 USD in a bank account, which I had. I had to make sure I had a place in my name, which I had. I had to make sure I wasn't stealing an American's job, but I also had to make sure I had a corporation sponsor me, and then that corporation had to make sure they ran ads to make sure I wasn't stealing an American's job. So I did all this stuff that they asked for, and then a couple of years go by, everything is done, I go in, and they basically looked at my paperwork and said, well, they didn't know what to do because I had everything they asked for. And then they went back to the office, they came back, and they said, well, unfortunately, we're going to have to deny you now, but you could come and reapply in 5 years if you choose to. But your application looks solid and good, but there's nothing we could do for you right now because we're not taking your kind in. That's exactly what that lady told me. We're not taking in your kind. So maybe he might make it easier for younger European or younger Canadian, pure-blood Canadians and stuff that do have plumbing, that do know how to do plumbing, that know how to do electrical work, that know how to do, this is going to cause a brain drain in Canada. But Canada, in my opinion, and I could tell you this, for the longest time as Canada, the leftist Trudeau, dangerous, and I'm going before Trudeau, they had a pact with America. Don't take our people, don't take our nurses, don't take our doctors. Now people are fighting and scrounging to get down there just because food affordability here is out of reach. We were wrong. I know we were wrong. I said back in 2012, by 2020, people will be bought out of food. And people keep pointing at me and saying, Mike, you were wrong. It's 2020. We can still buy food. I'm like, well, I guess I was wrong. But then fast forward 5 years later, people can't afford to buy food now. People are bought out of their food. But here it is, folks. That's where we're at right now. I believe that the Canadian and the United States had a deal, a pact, to disallow productive Canadians that just don't want to be part of the idea of Canada anymore, that are trapped here, that their parents came here on a false promise to build this country, and then now they're being shown the door. But what door? Made. Hey, we got made for you. We got the made. Right? So you see where I'm going here. So there's a lot of displaced Canadians or that became Canadians that worked in building this country, and that are just not allowed to be part of the system. They're not getting the jobs. Go look at my video, why you can't get a job. Go look at my videos, why you're not getting a job. And it explains it. Anyways, guys, I'm talking too much here. That's what Trump's going to say. That's what I believe he's going to say. I even quoted some quotes that he may say in the next couple of days. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.